Morning all, how are we doing? Ah, good to see you all. Right, so what's going on today? We are doing a bit of landing practice after yesterday's stream when we came into land at runway 09 in Bristol, and I made a bit of a mess of it. It was eating away at me all day. I was like, I really want to try and do some landings again at 09 in Bristol. I feel like 27 I'm okay because the ground kind of comes up to meet you because you're kind of landing uphill, so even if you float it a little bit into Bristol on 27, the ground kind of makes up for it. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You've always got a bit of like a get out of jail free card, but 09 you don't have that luxury. Hey Frug. So A, you don't have the luxury of the ground kind of gradually rising up to meet you, and B, there's a massive speed hump in the runway. And talking to a pilot that flies in and out of Bristol in an A320, he said you have to land after it, and that's what I failed to do yesterday. I managed to land exactly on it, so there we go. There we go. So, who have we got in today? We've got pilot Tommy saying short stream. Oh yeah, you're in the vertical stream, Tommy. So we've got two streams going on YouTube at the moment. We've got the kind of YouTube Shorts version of the stream. Someone called it the TikTok stream yesterday, which I thought was a bit funny. And then we've actually got the honest to goodness stream as well. So just head to my profile page and you should be able to see both. If there's any confusion, I really wish YouTube would do it so that, like, if you're watching on a phone vertically and then you turn your phone landscape, then it just puts you into the proper stream. Maybe surely they're working on that. If they're not, I don't know what to say. Anyway, got Planes Train saying let's go. Good morning, Planes Trains. Chelsea's in. Troublemaker. Frug's in. Cinematic Aviation just woke up for school. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Thought this would be nice. Goody, goody, goody. Hi Matthew, hi Jack. Tony's in again. Back in the Phoenix. Yeah, well, I feel like we've got unfinished business in the Phoenix. So today we're using FSI Panel. For those of you that haven't used it, it's a tool that you can use to quickly set yourselves up for landings. I love it. It's awesome. So I've got it. I've told it to set us up for a landing at 09 in Bristol. And then we can just knock out the landings and get the practice in. So the plane is configured, FSI Panel's configured it. I just need to hold the brakes for 3 seconds, which I've just done with my feet. Now it says you have control, safe landing. Happy days. Let's start with approach mode. Take it a bit easy. Where's my coffee gone? Ah. Got my coffee mug today. Got cats on it. My kid really wants a cat. We've got a dog, and he bought me this for my birthday to remind me to buy a cat. Nice try, kid. Morning, Skydiver. Morning, Doc. Do I get bored when cruising? Not really. Not because I'm kind of running the stream. I've got stuff to do. VATSIM has helped immeasurably in that regard, because even if you're on Unicom, you need to keep your wits about you, and ATC could come online at any moment. And even if ATC are online, then obviously you need to be paying attention. It kind of adds another element to it. However, I will say this: there ain't no way I'm doing long haul. No way. It's like ridiculous. I've never been so bored in all my life from when I did that Dubai to Heathrow live stream, when we hit 5,000 subs, which seems like a lifetime ago, but it was only this time last year. 2,500. Almost to the week. Almost to the week. Doing a flight from Dublin to Alicante. Yeah, see, that's kind of where I would say that's like the sweet spot for me. Something like that. You know, like you kind of do your flight planning on the ground, you do your taxiing, you get up in the air, you do your departure, then you kind of fly your SID, get the cruise on, make a coffee, have a chat with you guys, and then before you know it, you're not far off being there. Whereas if you do the exact same thing and then it's like, oh, 11 hours until we arrive, that's a very different situation. Very, very different. That's in Heathrow to Auckland. I mean, I don't mind doing long hauls on special occasions, but like to actually like constantly be doing long hauls as like my main gig, I don't think so somehow. Why is the wind at 271? Could have sworn we were on. Basically, I've had to fudge the weather. Yeah, I could have sworn I moved that over here. That's better. That in there as well. That's a bit better. Right. Dare I take the controls? This is also a little bit indulgent on my point of view as well, this stream today, because I'm going away on a little holiday with the family, and I thought I could really do with some like shorts content just to schedule up while I'm gone, kind of put the channel into low power mode, just so there's something for people to watch every day and keep the channel somewhat in the algorithm's mind. So it's a little bit self-serving doing a stream like this, so we're kind of making our shorts content live. Keep that nose down, thank you. But not too down, because we want to, I mean, maybe 3 whites isn't the worst situation, because we want to land after the speed bump, which is also after the touchdown markers. So maybe we're not doing so bad here at the moment. I know, 09 in Bristol has long been an enemy of mine. Okay, feels like
400.
Yeah, 3 whites is pretty good. Quite like 3 whites.
300.
Maybe not 4 though.
200.
Okay, after the speed bump, which
100.
is right on those markers. You see it?
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
That's better. That's better. That was much better than yesterday. Go back and watch yesterday's stream if you want to see how not to do that. Yeah, after the speed bump would seem to be good advice. Alright. Video number 1 is in the bank. Let me just check that it actually recorded that before we get too excited. Hey, there we go. Right. Just doing a bit of cross country in the A320. Right, what's chat been saying while I've been gone? What have you all been saying? Bergen to Tromsø is 1 hour 30 minutes. Mountain and fjord sightseeing. Beauty of a flight. Strongly recommend. Cheers, Neo. I will pop that in the list. Kind of annoying that I want to play flight sim, but you also need a lot of gear. I mean, you do and you don't. Like, it can get out of hand quite quickly, as you know, as you can see. But you don't actually need all of it. You could quite reasonably just buy this Airbus flight stick for like 50 quid, call it done. It's got everything you need. Really. It's got a throttle, it's got a ton of buttons, you've got twist control, you've got triggers and all sorts of, like, it's all you really need, to be honest. So, yes, the yoke is lovely, yes, the throttles are lovely, yes, my rudder pedals are lovely, and I wouldn't want to give any of it up. But if I was starting today, starting from 0 again, as in just wanting to get into the hobby, just get the Airbus stick for like 50 quid. It's brilliant. It is very good. Isn't 64 gig of RAM overkill? Depends what you're doing. It really does depend what you're doing. Like if you're doing loads of video editing and bits and bobs. Not really. Not really. 64 probably wouldn't go as far as you think. If you're just gaming, then yeah, maybe. Maybe it is. Right, where shall we go? Should we do one more at 09? Or should we go somewhere else? We could do the new Edinburgh. Let's do new Edinburgh because that's got a V2 of Edinburgh, the new scenery. Let's go runway 24. Let's do a long final. Move the aircraft. Let's pop the weather back to live. There we go. Everything's ready. Set your thrust levers to the climb detent to start the approach. Alright. And then it takes us up to Edinburgh. See it all loading in. Very cool bit of software. Hey, no worries, Naz. Thoroughly recommend it. And the developer's a really nice guy too. He actually offered to do a giveaway on the channel. So, well, a couple of weeks ago now, he gave me a license to give away to a viewer, which I thought was really nice of him. Super cool guy. For me, it just like, if you're feeling a bit rusty, or if you want to practice a new plane, or you just want to, if you just want to do some landings, like sometimes you don't want to do a whole flight, like today. I was kind of like, where do I fly? What do I do? What time do I have? Like, it's a bit tight for time today, so I was like, you know what? I'll do a stream anyway. I nearly didn't do this. I nearly just thought I'd just quickly do this and knock out some YouTube shorts and then stop for the day because I haven't got a lot of time. But, you know, it's a very cool way of getting good. So the premium one, I believe, has like loads of training scenarios, but I've got to be honest, I've never used any of it. I just use it to line myself up for stuff like this. Maybe we should explore that. Oh, the weather's lovely here at Edinburgh. I use it with the 737-800, Thomas. Oh, nice, you've got a 737 sim. Cool. You going in like a full motion one, or is it a not full motion one? I've never done a full motion. I've done one that isn't. I went to Gloucester Airport to do that. I gotta be honest though, I thought it was a bit of a weird experience. I thought the guy that did it with me was a bit... I don't know. It's like I wasn't allowed to touch the throttles, I wasn't allowed to touch the rudder pedals, I wasn't allowed to use ILS because that was cheating. So all I could do really was move the yoke. And it was really annoying because like he'd move the throttles and then it would all feel different. It was like, I need to do the throttles myself so I can anticipate. I don't know, just weird. Thought it was a little bit too restrictive. TBH. Come on now, where's the visual? Give me that visual. Yeah, Matthew, I had a funny feeling that the throttles were a bit broken because one of them was like rattling around and I don't know. I think what I'd really like to do is go to like a proper one, like a, you know, one on the hydraulic legs and all of that. Okay. Autopilot off my controls. I do love this new version of Edinburgh, like it is redonkulously detailed. Alright, just going to have to ignore chat for a moment, just so I can concentrate, because I can't do two things at once. blustery here, I fancy.
$500. $400.
Nice and easy. No major movements, ideally.
200.
Okay, nose down. Is it me or has that wind changed on us just a little bit? 50 over the threshold?
50.
Not quite.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Ooh, a little bit late that, wasn't it? A little bit late. Almost a floater that. I felt like that was going to be a floater. Right, what have I missed? What have I missed? You did a full motion on Monday and it was incredible. Amazing. I never give up on the streams. Always makes me happy. It's a tricky one. Yeah, it is a tricky one with the streams. I've got to be honest, like if I look at all the effort I put into the channel and then I look at the return that I get, the streams are by far the worst in terms of like revenue back for effort and hours put in. The streams are absolutely the worst. Now I don't know, that could be, there could be like a tipping point to that. Because like you look at other streamers like Captain Canada, you know, big people that are much further down the track than I am, they seem to do just fine by only streaming. Maybe the issue is that I don't stream enough. Maybe if I properly like went all into the streaming, like every hour that I had I streamed, maybe we'd see a return. I don't know, but I can tell you that right now it's not great. So I don't know. I feel like we need to do that landing again. I feel like that wasn't happy with that floater. Let's do a short final this time. Yeah, so we'll see on the streaming side of things. Hey, Night Flight's over on Twitch. First Twitch chatter of the day. Thanks for joining us. No, I am not a real pilot. Just an idiot on the internet, I'm afraid. Yeah, I do wonder about the streaming. I mean, if you compare and contrast to what a video can make you versus what a stream can make you, it's like, well, you should make the video then. That's kind of the dilemma. Because some people say, like, you shouldn't do it for the money. It's like, well, fair enough. But I have actually taken reduced hours now at work in order to pursue this more, to make the channel better, to put more content out on the channel. So there comes a point, and I hate to say it, where you do sort of have to put your business hat on a little bit. It's like I've got, like let's say Thursday is like the extra day that I've got as a result of taking less hours at work. So you sort of got to look at what you would have made at work, and then how do you best go about recouping that money. Not maybe entirely at the moment, because it's early days and it's kind of an investment in me. I'm taking a bit of a chance on me, and it's kind of like a longer term play. It's not like I'm thinking of I need to instantly earn back all this money, but sadly you do sort of have to be a little bit cutthroat about things sometimes. Oh, Thomas, you've gifted a membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoever gets that in the YouTube chat, be sure to say thanks to Thomas. Oh, Jack, you got it. Nice. Right. Eyes down for full house. Okay, the wind is kind of straight on and to the right at the moment, but then a moment ago it did twist on us, didn't it? So I'm going to have to pay particular attention. Look at the navigation display top left, if you're able. 300. If the resolution of the stream supports it, you can see that little arrow. Just keep an eye on it.
200.
So we're just a little bit on the low side, but then 3 reds on the sim
200
isn't the worst. And now we're going to do that silly thing where we go too high.
100.
Yeah, it's twisted on us, look. One nose down.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
That wasn't awful, but it wasn't quite what I would have liked. That little short bit, the last bit of the short final there. I don't know. Let's look at the landing report, and we'll see what's going on. Oh, Thomas, you've done it again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. And Chelsea with the 199. Thanks for the streams. Enjoying it on my birthday. Chelsea, it's your birthday. We need some happy birthdays for Chelsea in the chat. Hey, Twitch chat's lighting up. That's unusual for me. That is unusual. Who's saying what in chat? You're a real pilot? Oh, I said no, I wasn't. You know a lot about the A320. Yeah, kind of. It's one of those things where it's like the job is never done. And that's kind of what I like about it. It's I feel like every time I jump in a plane, there's usually something you figure out a little bit more. Yeah, it's all good fun. Ethan, good morning. That looks smooth to me. Hey, glad to hear it. Scub says, love you up, mate. You could push the stream side with subs, etc. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of part of the motivation of why I've started multi-streaming. So I'm streaming to Twitch and to YouTube. So, yeah. Although YouTube, I'm not affiliated. Oh, not YouTube, sorry. Twitch is like early days, like super early days. I think this is like stream number 5 or something like that. I'm going to have one more go at that landing. Not happy. Got to have another go. Yeah, flare was maybe a bit late night flight. That's what I felt too. Okay, levers into climb. YouTube live streams are sadly far from lucrative. I don't know. There's plenty that make a living out of it. I feel like maybe there's a... Thomas, you've done it again! Gifted another YouTube membership. Oh, thank you, thank you. You guys, maybe
2,500.
Is FSI panel free or paid? Might check it out. It is paid, but it is very much worth it. Like, this is... It really did save me with the Phoenix, because I've said this before, but like so much time in the fly-by-wire. I bought the Phoenix being like, wow, it's just like, you know, I'm good in the fly-by-wire, therefore I'll be good in the Phoenix. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. Does not work like that. Happy birthday again, Chelsea, by the way. Oh, Remy in the YouTube vertical stream. How have you modded your Thrustmaster TCA Captain Pack? There is a video all about it on the channel, if you have a look. I 3D printed it. Short answer. $1,000, here we go, here we go. Alright, should we disconnect autopilot now? Okay, so, as before, wind is currently kind of coming at us from the right, kind of. It sort of twists on this last minute, doesn't it?
500.
Okay, picture's looking good. But it feels like we run the risk of maybe going a bit high. Follow that flight director as well.
$300.
How's the volume for you guys? Is the sim volume all good? Okay.
200.
Oh, that felt like a bit of a gust there. Yeah, it's probably where the wind's changing, isn't it? Okay, 200. Nose down, come on.
100.
50 over the threshold, please and thank you.
50.
There it is.
40. 30, 20, retard, 5.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that one's getting uploaded to the channel. Lovely jubbly. Ethan says, let me just put the brakes on so I can. How you doing, James? Ethan says, did you have a look at the more advanced detent mod for the thrust levers made by SL3 Simulations? Is that the one where you kind of have things that attach to the side, inside? Because I did look at it. I just don't know whether I obviously haven't done anything with it, but I think if that's one you're talking about, I have looked at it. Does anyone have a request? Let's have a look at the landing report. On the centre line, 144 feet per minute. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. Oh, Jack, thank you, mate. Thank you for the 199. Massively appreciated. Now add VATSIM to the landing. Yeah, you say that. I do fly on VATSIM, and man, like, I swear it makes my landings way worse. Like, just the stress and the pressure of VATSIM sometimes, it's just, yeah, you know. Does anyone have a request where we land? I'm happy to take a request. Ideally one that I've got scenery for, but I'll go anywhere, to be honest, it doesn't matter. We have scenery for Dublin, we have scenery for Edinburgh, we've got a freeware version of Gatwick, we've got a Heathrow, we've got Madeira. What's all the boring racket? Oh, I wonder if you can hear my air conditioner. Although I thought that NVIDIA Broadcast would have got rid of that. Hang on, let me turn the AC off, see if you can still hear it. Hold up a sec. It's still there. Right, now it's gone. Is it gone now? That's annoying if you can't hear the AC, because... Is it still there or not? I mean, keep in mind the plane's also on. You think you hear the Airbus? Good. That's a relief. I'm going to put my aircon back on because it's flipping boiling in it. Right, everyone's come up with loads of different suggestions. I don't have Kai Tak. Oh, have I got Alicante downloaded? I don't know if I do. Let me check the old community folder a minute. Don't think I've got Alicante after doing my SSD install. So I fitted a new SSD and I did a whole clean install. Let's do... I mean, we can change plane as well. That might not be the worst idea. Melbourne, that's a good idea. Because we've got the Orbex scenery for that. YMML. And... let's do runway 27. Should I wait for MSFS 2024 or just buy it now? If you're worried about sort of buying it twice, maybe you could...
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Until it's out. Maybe you could do Game Pass for like a few months to get access to 2020 and then cancel your Game Pass sub and then buy 2024. Or continue on Game Pass if you like it. I think you'll get 2024 standard as part of that. Hey dude, love your VATS and videos, thank you. Appreciate it.
2,500.
SI panel, what are you doing? I think FSI panel's having a moment. You had multiple windows open on Twitch. Okay, at least it wasn't my air conditioner. That would have been very sad. Because I kind of... Right, let's see if we can straighten up here, shall we? Right. Goodness gracious, we're going to do well to recover this one. And we've got a heck of a crosswind too. Flight directors seem to have lost all sense of everything, so we'll get rid of them. We'll get that crab position on the go.
1,000.
Okay, I feel like we've completely lost our crab. So I'm going to go back over to the left and re-establish it, I think. It's going to be a tricky landing, this.
500.
There we go, I think we've got it. I think we've got it.
400.
Feels like we're too high. Far too high, aren't we?
300. 200.
Oh yeah, this is a definite bit of wind, isn't it?
100.
To go easy on the flare here.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Oh, that was too hard, wasn't it? Yeah, that was no good. There, like full rudder's barely keeping us straight, never mind pulling us back left. I think we need to do that one again, folks. I won't lie to you. But that is kind of the beauty and the whole point of MSI.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Doesn't matter if you mess up, just have another go.
$2,500.
New underwear indeed. Seems to have not lined us up again, doesn't it? Like we're a mile out. Change the time of day, brighten it up a bit, shall we? Right. Everyone pay attention. It's a shame it didn't kind of have us established nicely with a crab to begin with. Because you don't have very long on a short final to kind of correct things. Which is a little bit of a shame.
$500.
500. Getting closer. That nose down. Doing it again. Going too high again. I just feel the plane constantly wanting to go up. This is ridiculous.
300.
Come on.
200.
Now we're going to go too low.
100.
Of course we are.
50.
Light slow.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Yeah, not sure about that. I'm having a hard time here. Yeah, it's dumping us in a very weird place on the approach, isn't it? Let's try... Whoops. Let's try again. Let's try it on long final, see if that makes any difference. If not, we'll move on. There we go. Let's give it another go.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Yeah, it seems like we're more lined up this time, doesn't it? Oh, no, it's done it again. Alright, I vote we move on. Should we change plane? Should we go into the Boeing or something? For whatever reason, it's having a bit of a hard time, isn't it? Yeah, let's do the 7.3. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the main menu. Love me some 7.3. Right, let's find my plane. Boeing 737, my AirNOTT livery. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Could do Dubai. Got some scenery for Dubai. Let's have a look at Dubai. So we'll spawn on the ground in Dubai. Oh, Jersey's a good shout. Let me write some of these down, because I need to get at least 8 landings in that we can make videos out of. So Jersey, Gibraltar, Dubai. How many's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need 3 more. We've already done Bristol. Right, let's... What on earth? Why are we in a field? Is it taking us back to flipping Melbourne? Oh, it has, isn't it? That's alright, let's kill FSI panel. Ah, Leeds is a good shout. I want to get some scenery for Leeds as well.
Couldn't find valid airport data at this.
Bergen, I think we got some scenery. Have we got scenery for Bergen? Not currently. Right, let's try again. I think there's a training scenario on here for Madeira. Not sure though. We could explore that maybe after we... Get the FSI panel up. Oh no, what did Gav do? Oh, God, I just closed it. The pressure of streaming, it's getting to me today. You alright, SB? Okay, Dubai. Let's do 30 left. Let's do a long final. Set maximum landing weight. What's FSI panel? It's a piece of software that sets you up for landings, so you can just practice your landings. Very handy in things like the PMDGs and the Phoenix, because they are quite a faff to get set up properly for a landing, because they're study level airliners and FSI panel does it all for you, and I love it.
2500.
So we just sit tight for a minute. Wait for it to configure us, and then we're good to go. Right, where's that approach mode? There it goes. Love me some time in the 7.3. So we're at about 800, 900 feet per minute. Okay, my controls, my throttles. Steered slightly to the left of the runway, just correct for that now. So to make sure we don't go too high, feels like we are at risk of doing that.
1000.
So, Nappies look like they're a bit forward of the touchdown markers.
400.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a disagreement, doesn't there, among Nappies and the ILS.
200.
Does Pappy say we're too low?
100.
We're 100 feet over the threshold.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like there's a disagreement there. What do you all think? Yeah, what do you think about that? That was a bit weird, wasn't it? ILS is too high. Yeah, it definitely seems that way, doesn't it? Is that like a bug that any builds need to fix, maybe? Right, Jetstream. Yeah, that doesn't feel quite right, that at all, does it? Doesn't feel quite right. Who's got an airport code for Jersey? EGJJ. Let's give Jersey a go. I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I thought given that that was a Pucker Payware any builds version of Dubai. I expected maybe a bit more, I think. It's a shame because otherwise it's really good, that airport. I'm assuming that's not what it's like in real life. Maybe, yeah. Oh, I don't know then. Maybe do I have two sceneries conflicting? That's a good point. That could be it. If I've left the old Dubai one still installed. The default one. Maybe it's not. Maybe what I'm saying isn't fair then. So this is no special scenery, this is all just default here in Jersey. Right, let's get that feet per minute down a bit, shall we? Nice wind straight down the runway, which is fine, but it does leave us with a severe lack of excuses for if it goes wrong. I don't know about the rest of you, but I love a good excuse on here. It feels like we're being thrown around a little bit. Should we turn off the flight directors? Because they're not being very helpful, are they? Okay, that wind is now creeping over to the left. So we'll just keep a bit of an eye on that, because it's not an insignificant amount of wind either, is it? I can definitely feel it. Compared to Dubai a moment ago, this definitely feels more lumpy bumpy. For sure. Bit more throttle. Picture's looking good, I would say. Easy does it.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
This is a short runway, isn't it? Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? We're not going to make it. Easy. That is called using all of the runway. There you go, no problem at all. What are you worried about? Maybe an ATR would have been more appropriate to land here. Do you get many 320s and stuff that land here? Maybe we just landed a bit late. Maybe I should have not prioritised getting a smooth one and instead prioritised actually just getting the thing planted on the ground. Alright, Alex. Let's look at the landing report, shall we? Deviation from centerline, training required. I thought the centerline wasn't too bad. 289 feet per minute, landing distance. Yeah, okay, so it was happy. Lots of jets land there, okay. I'm tempted to give that another go. Let's give it another go. Okay, let's do auto brake. Auto brakes max. We do landing en route. Jersey, what runway are we doing? 26. Auto brakes max. What if we do auto brakes 3? Yeah, okay, so we need to do auto brakes max here, don't we? I think that was my mistake. I didn't have auto brakes set to max. Let's just check that we don't have any errors on the plane after me stamping on the brakes back there. Aircraft failures, yeah, active, just as I thought. Hydraulics. Easy peasy. Right, let's go. Here we got auto brakes max. Did it want flaps 40 or happy with flaps 30?
Positive rate of climb.
Oh, jeez.
$1,000.
Yeah, let's see if we stop. Stop properly this time. Flight directors seem a bit happier now. They don't look like they're quite right, do they? Let's get rid of them. Nice place to come flying this though, isn't it? Okay, let's keep an eye on that speed. And that rate of descent. Well, nose down.
400. 300. 200. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Is it going to stop us? Yeah, easily. Easily. Oh, that was much better. Felt like a bit of a firmer landing though, but I did kind of prioritise that over a nice smooth one. Deviation from centre line. 19 foot, really? Yikes. Other than that, not so bad. Not so bad. Right, let's do Gibraltar. What is Gibraltar's code? Oh, I always forget. LXGB. Is there any training scenarios we can do? Let's do 2-7 and we'll fiddle the weather.
knots.
There we go. That'll do us. Let's go. So it's all visual here, isn't it? You see the pappies from here. 2 reds, 2 whites. Look at that. Like a pro. Now then. It's going to be auto brakes max here, right? Yeah, the sim just looks really good sometimes, doesn't it? You know, just some days it just looks absolutely bang on.
1,000.
Look at the reflections of that rock. It's awesome. I do find landings like this a challenge just because there's so much water in front of you. It's easy to become a bit mesmerised by it, you know, and kind of get lost in the water. You just kind of lose your sense of kind
500.
of perception. Oh, I didn't have my auto. I had auto throttles off, or on rather. That was annoying. Yeah, I feel like we've lost this now at the last minute. That's annoying. I thought I had manual thrust on, I didn't. I was like, why isn't it making me go faster? I want more throttle. That was a bit of a hard one, wasn't it? Could we get away with auto brakes 3 on that, I wonder? No. No, we cannot. Fair enough then. Fair enough. Right, I'm going to have to try that again, except this time I want to have actual manual thrust. We'll do a short final this time.
knots.
Alright, let's go visual. Yeah. That's the spirit, Marnix. My plane, using my eyes only. Let's see if we can make a good job of this. Alright, 2 reds, 2 whites at the moment on the Pappies.
1,000.
Yeah, we need to get that feet per minute down into the 8s ideally, or the 9s. Because otherwise we're going to be a bit too high here, I think. There we go, it's better. Feels better. Auto brake set to max.
500. $400. 300. 200.
Bit high, damn it.
100.
Yeah, way too high. Way too high. Well, let's just get it down and restart at this height.
20. 10.
That'll do. Ah, that's annoying. Probably gonna have to fix the brakes now because I've just slammed them on. Yeah. Tyre failure. Alright, let's try that again. Short final, move aircraft, let's go.
Sync rate.
Don't do it, FSI panel, don't do it.
Sync rate.
Yeah, the last part I just got too high, didn't I? Too high, too quick. I sometimes do that. I kind of get afraid of like dipping too low, and then I kind of hesitate. Let's try again. This is what FSI panel's for after all. Yeah, I definitely find these landings hard as well, where it's like water, 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 tarmac. I find it much easier when I've got like objects that are like in the land that you can kind of, I don't know, track in your peripheral vision maybe. Just give you a broader sense of kind of context as to height and descent rates, whereas it's just this big expanse of water. I always get lost in it. Right, let's get over to the left a little bit, I do believe. Give it a bit more welly.
500.
Oh god, now we've gone too far to the left. Alright.
400. 300.
Done it again!
200. 100.
Done it again. Yeah, 50's
50.
like...
40. 30. 20. 10.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. Go! Oh yeah, the flare law stuff. Yeah, I don't think 7.3 does that. Could be wrong though. Alright, one more time. It is to show how much you rely on things like the ILS to help you. Or how much I do at least. I've broken another tyre. Ah. Right, let's see if I can service the tyres. I think there's a problem. Right, menu, PNDG, aircraft, failures, wheels and brakes, maintenance, service the system. What? Vehicle. Alright, whatever. Yeah, Marnix, that's the thing I'm bad at. I'm very aware that I do that. I'll keep your comments in mind, thank you. yeah, there's almost like this hesitation of like, oh, we're getting low, better pull up. But of course you don't want to. You want to maintain that rate of descent. And I know that. It's just telling my
1,000.
brain to do the same thing. Yeah, there we go. That's 657. Okay, now we're seeming to be a little bit on the fast side. Too low.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Still not great, is it? Still not great. Oh, man. Struggling here. Really am struggling. Try one more time.
80 knots.
Just tried to land the A330. At Gibraltar, boiling water as we speak. Oh dear. I feel like I'm getting in my own head now. Do you know what I mean? It's definite improvement, I think. Is it always visual into Gibraltar? Yeah, we need to do auto brakes max as well, don't we? So we started off a little bit high, just see if we can recover that, and then there we go.
$1,000.
Silence means I'm concentrating.
500. 400.
Happy to live with 3 reds, given that we've been overshooting a bit the last few landings. Although this is going to go to 4, isn't it? I'm not careful.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Better. Better, 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 better. Finally. Half decent landing at Gibraltar. Oh, we made it. Finally. Right, I'm going to hit the button to make a short out of that. Now we've got one that's finally respectable. Ah. Blimey. Right. Can never get my Airbus throttles to work with the Boeing. Check out my video on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/AirNOTT, and there is a video I've made that shows you how to configure it without SPAD next or with SPAD next. I thoroughly recommend SPAD.next. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. Right, where should we go next? We've done Jersey, we've done Gibraltar. Leeds. Someone said about Leeds. Let's try Leeds. EG. Oh God, what's Leeds? Anyone? EGNM, that's what it is. Let's do runway 14 then, I guess. Let's do us a short final.
80 knots.
2500.
Full
up. 80 knots.
Sink rate.
Just let the sim load all the assets in. Give it a minute. Hey, we got an ILS back. What a luxury that is. When I was with a type rating instructor, his message for Gibraltar was get it on the deck. Smooth landing is an elusive luxury. Yeah, you could have a point there. You could have a point. I think you can get an RNAV arrival approach using GPS FOS data. Okay. Fun to do it visualised. Alright. Oh, we've got a... tailwind, but then of course that's because I haven't got live weather on. Ah, here we go. This feels like Leeds. Live weather makes all the difference. Okay, let's see if we can just compensate for... Look at this crosswind. Flipping 30 knot crosswind, are you kidding? Alright, we may have to restart this. Because this has gone very pear-shaped, isn't it?
Glide slow.
We might need to do a long final.
Glide slow.
This ought to be a challenge, doesn't it? Oh. Crab, crab, crab. Yeah, we're too fast. We need to start this again. Is there a bump in the runway at Leeds as well?
Sink rate.
Yes, I know, sink rate.
Sink rate.
Right, we're going to restart this. I think it started
50,
us.
40,
The weather
30,
was wrong.
20, 10.
So that wasn't bad though. What's going on with these tyres as well? I kind of feel like we're in... Yeah, tyre failure. Active. No. No, it's gone active again. Still active. Why is it doing that? Maintenance. Service system. It still says we've got tyre failure. Why? Can I not clear that? Tell you what, let's just restart. Let's go back to the main menu. And we'll spawn back in. And we'll spawn ourselves at Leeds this time. Where is it? I'm lost. That Leeds? No. Is this Leeds? No. 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 Where the flipping hell is... Oh, there's Leeds. Leeds Bradford. There it is. You alright, Mohammed? Very well, thanks, mate. You? Good. Alright, let's do a long final. Runway 14. Am I using lossless scaling? No, we're using NVIDIA's frame gen today. We need some lights on in here, aren't we?
3 knots.
Definitely need some lights on. Cheers, Mohammed. Appreciate you, mate. Now then, let's have a quick check. Runway 14, import from aircraft. Ooh. Oh wait, wrong one. EGNM, runway 14, import. Max and manual, about auto brakes 3. Is that going to do the trick? Oh, only just. Over neck. Alright, auto brakes max it is. Like max auto. There. Auto brakes max it is. Okay, hold the brakes. Take control. Approach mode on. Got the A330 down in the end, well done. Good job, good job. Because the tripler. No visual quite yet, is there? Hey, Charlie. landing into Edinburgh. Good luck. It was wet and windy up there when we were there about an hour ago. Oh, I can see the runway now. It's almost out of my left window. Goodness gracious. Could you even get in here in real life? Would you be diverting at this point? Alright, let's see if we can not butcher this. Look at that. That is a wind and a half, isn't it? Look at it.
Terrain.
Thank you, plane. This is Leeds. Oh, yeah, this is like classic Yorkshire weather, this, isn't it? Oh, no.
400.
No, this is way too high. Oh, way too high.
300. 200.
Yeah, this would be a go around.
100.
Sink rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, flip it heck. I think we need another go at that, don't you? Wow, wow, wow. Let's try it this time from a short final, see if it can get us up there.
80 knots.
Yeah, I think you're right, Matthew. That's kind of why I thought it.
Positive rate of climb.
I turned off all my lights again. Leave my lights alone, FSI panel. Doing. Was it because we restarted? Maybe it was that. Alright, shall we try again? Why don't you try one in the external view? I've never liked the external view in the sim. It's always been a bit like, I don't really get why people do it. It just feels like playing a racing game from an external view. Never really liked that either. But I feel like you just need all the systems available to you. Goodness me. Feels like we're too far to the right.
Terrain.
Could be wrong though. Come on, nose down. Yeah, I think I was wrong about being too far to the right.
400.
Oh,
300.
it's dipped away from us again, isn't it? We're doing 950 feet per minute, though. Why are we always going too high here?
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Yeah, ain't no chance we're having that. Rubbish. Let's try that again, shall we?
Sink rate.
My reverse is on, that's not going to help. Yeah, it has. It's messed with my lights again. Not messing with my lights. Oh, right, let's give this one more go. I feel like maybe we should switch to the 777. Flight directors off. Do you believe?
1,000.
Oh, I don't know, let's have them on.
500.
Terrain. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Really feel that wind. This is really
300.
difficult. Come on, keep that nose down, keep the nose down.
200.
That's way too high again. Flipping heck.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, that's annoying. Struggling here. Let's try a long final because I feel like the short final is just setting us up too short and we have to spend half our time correcting and then not actually flying. I think that's half the trouble, is that we're doing a short final. Sky Rudder says come in at an angle of 3 degrees when you see or hear the 15 feet call out. Idle slowly and flare to 5 degrees of pitch at the same time. Don't idle before the flare. This technique will give you the best energy for your aircraft. Energy will not dissipate quickly, nor will it increase. Trust me on this tactic. Alrighty. I don't think we hear a 15 feet call out there, do we? You're a 20-10. So between 20 and 10 then. Oh, the weather's rough up in Leeds, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there's the runway all the way over there. got a descent rate of around 1,000 feet per minute. It's quite a steep descent rate, that, isn't it? But his 40 knot crosswind isn't helping us either, is it? I suppose. Okay, my plane. I didn't realise Leeds was such a steep ILS. We'll get a terrain warning, aren't we, now, as we go over this hill, I suppose.
Terrain.
One then Leeds, let's be having you.
400.
Again, too high. Feels too high.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, flipping wind. I'm really fighting with my rudder pedals here. That was not a good landing, but we're down. Flipping heck. Woof. Right, let's try somewhere that isn't Leeds. Let's try... I feel like we should go in the triple. Actually. Oh, have I just closed it? Side panel. What a moron. Let's jump into the triple. Been a while since we've flown the triple. There we go. Let's do JFK. Because we have some scenery for JFK now. Okie dokie. Yeah, to be honest, Skyrider, that last landing, I was so busy with the crosswind, I don't really think I could have done what you're asking. It's very, very difficult. Right, FSI panel, let's load that up again, because like a fool, I closed it. Oh, no. It's not going to let us do it. What else can we fly? We could try the fly-by-wire. I don't have a SPAD profile for that yet, though. What to do? 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 Let's try. Let's go back in the Phoenix. And we'll do some JFK in at Phoenix. In the Phoenix, I should say. Here we go then. Runway 31 looks 31 left, looks good. Let's do a short final. See what we can do in the Phoenix. Oh, damn it, I need to load the plane up. Was that in Edinburgh, Charlie? Alright. Thrust levers to climb. What's my favourite aircraft? Probably the 737. Long term. Although I do like the 777. A lot. A lot. It's just I'm not really a long haul flyer. So I think when the freighter comes out, I can see myself doing a lot of like freighter routes in and around Europe. Because that's more appropriate, I would say, rather than flying a 777 from like Gatwick to Edinburgh constantly on passenger ops. That doesn't. I know it's a sim, and I know you can do what you want in it because it's your sim, but something still doesn't feel quite right about that, you know. So, I don't know.
Light slope.
So it just going to plow us into the ground. I think it is.
Light slope. Light slope.
I really think it is.
Light slope. Light slope. Light slope. Too low. Terrain. Think rate.
Loud. I just want to do some landings.
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
It'd be really nice, wouldn't it, if the sim would kind of be quicker at loading. Just feels like every single time you want to change
Couldn't find
contexts
valid
or anything,
airport
it's
data
like...
at this position. Services are
Oh
not
my.
available.
Alright, let's close FSI panel. Let's restart this again.
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
GSX, you can be quiet as well, because you are one mistake away from being uninstalled. GSX is on final warning. Right. Let's turn the plane on before we start FSI panel, and we might stand a chance of being able to do this. Now let's start FSI panel. Now let's move the aircraft. Slowly coming to life. Okay, thrust levers into the climb. This may have to be the last couple of landings, just so you all know. So we'll see if we can end on a high. If we can actually do a landing. If it doesn't bug out on us again. We shall see. Hey, Jaleese is in. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. Okay.
1,000.
Hold the brakes for 3 seconds, finally. Approach mode is on. So, displace threshold here on 3-1 left, isn't it? So we need to be aware of that and not aim for, like, here, where in fact we need to be aiming up there. Get ourselves on the glide properly, just wait for it to find us. There it is, nose down. My frames aren't feeling very nice. Is that because New York has just decided to load itself in the background, perhaps? Quite possibly that. Yeah, this is feeling a bit slideshow-ish. It just goes to show, even with a 5800X 3D, 4080 Super, throw a load of money at the wall and sometimes it still does this. So what are you going to do, eh?
500.
Small bit of wind coming at us from the right. Only 9 knots, but still enough to qualify as an excuse in my book.
400.
And as Jaleese will tell you in the chat, as a long-time member of the channel, we love a good excuse.
300.
And I'd love to see what my FPS is right now, because I would imagine it's like 20s,
200.
if I had to guess.
100.
This was awful.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5,
That was way off the centre line. It's no good. What is my FPS? Yeah, 20s as I thought. No wonder it feels like trash. Let's try one more time, then we may have to wrap this up. Not at 30s, at least 60 now. We rely on frame gen to get us up there, but that felt like a bad high 20s. It didn't feel good. It's not so bad at the moment. But I don't know why it's not capping itself to 30. I'll need to look into that. Could be half the problem. No, yeah, you're right. I did used to. Yes, this is the Phoenix. Right, one more time for the people.
1000,
Right, now I feel like we're lined up, kinda. Light directors are of no use at all.
$500,
There we go.
$400,
Looking pretty good so
300.
far. Of course, this is a displaced threshold, so sort of need to keep our eyes on the prize rather than what's directly beneath us, because it's easy to get
200,
confused.
$100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
There, we're down. Be interested to see what the feet per minute was on that. I felt maybe a bit on the firm side. Let's see what it says. Close to a hard landing, 425. Jeez. Yeah, okay. I was right then. Alright, last one. Last one before I go. I'll have one more. How do you manage to spawn that thing? And yeah, about ending up in a ditch. This is FSI panel, is what we're using. And its entire purpose is to set you up for landings like this. No, it's a paid for app, but I thoroughly recommend it. It's very, very good. I forget off the top of my head. It's like $30 or something. I don't know. You have to look it up. But if you need some help with landing with like the study level airliners, like the PMDGs, the Phoenixes, it's very good just to quickly get yourself set up and just get some landings under your belt, because they are quite complex things to set up otherwise for a proper landing. Right, here we go.
$500. $400.
Three reds,
$300.
which is okay. 3 reds generally doesn't bother me too much in the sim, given all what we know about how the Pappies tend to be a bit on the
$200.
wonky side occasionally.
$100.
50 over the threshold.
50.
There we go.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Oh yeah, that was smooth. Yeah, 3 reds sometimes. I do wonder if that is just probably what you should be aiming for. Let me know what you all think. Let's have a look at the landing report. Yeah, look at that. Bosh. That's how we do it around here. Well, 10% of the time anyway. And I think, with that in mind, I've got to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, so I've got to probably get moving. But thank you for coming along this morning. I nearly didn't do this stream. I nearly thought I would just do these landings in private, just to generate some short form content while I'm on holiday next week. But I'm glad I did it. Thank you all for the support. Amazing support today in the chat. Thank you all so much indeed. You know who you are. And with that, I will wish you all a good day. And I will see you all when we're back. Not entirely sure when that will be. In terms of like live streams and stuff. It's going to be probably well over a week. But hopefully I'll see you all when I'm back. And you all have a great time in the meantime. I will see you all next time. Take care. Goodbye. And happy flying.